Yeah, welcome back to the channel, man. Tune Reacts. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hey, man, we about to get into I sell protection dogs for $175K. And this is in Montana. So we about to see what the fuck going on. 100, boy, what?
This is my dream life, and it's wrapped up in my dream job.
Shit.
This is a smorgasbord of dogs for sure. I always joke that coming to the ranch is like drinking from the fire hose. Stay in that fight. Keep me safe. Welcome to this fallen ranch in Livingston, Montana, where we breed, raise, and train family protection dogs. Every dog is priced at $175,000. In 2024.
Are you motherfucking serious? Avery, we need to find her goddamn contact information. We need to get in touch with her. Because what the fuck? $175 per dog? Are you serious? Let's go back, y'all.
In Livingston, Montana, where we breed, raise, and train family protection dogs. Every dog is priced at $175,000. In 2024, we brought in $2.9 million. Push. You're with me. Hup. Good hup. And we are off to this fallen ranch. This is our training area, and this is effectively our obstacle course, what we call our Phoenix. One of the questions we get the most is, who on earth is spending $175,000 on a dog? This is not a product that's for everybody. It just isn't. In fact, usually I'm trying to talk people out of it to see how much they really want it.
So what we're about to do here is what we call our puppy agitation, and their goal is to stand their ground and express confidence towards the decoy or the bad guy.
Good take, Mo. If it starts to feel like we are a good option, potentially, and that people want to learn more, that is when we invite them to the ranch.
Who's coming in the driveway?
I would have to go see that shit for myself. I would have to pull up to the ranch and see what the fuck going on.
This is our manager house, and our pups are whelped up here with their moms. Puppy socialization time.
It's a critical age where they need to be socialized to a good, 80% of what they're gonna see in the real life. They've got to meet different people. They've got to hear different noises.
So 50 dogs, 13 two-legged personalities. There's a lot of management in that regard. The most expensive part of our business, it is the human capital. We are here 24/7, 365 days a year.
Every day is like a little different. We like to do a mixture of physical and mental exertion for the dogs. And so sometimes a day looks like we go out into the hills and practice off-leash recall and hiking with the dogs, while other times we do protection work or tracking, and we try to get as creative as possible as we can on the ranch.
Our original company was started in East Africa, in Kenya. I had met my former husband in Afghanistan, and we were moving to Nairobi, Kenya. And in the interim, I had gotten pregnant. So all of a sudden, as a soon-to-be mom, you're very hyper-aware of your own personal safety in that type of environment. I did not want to carry a firearm in defense of myself. I did not want a bodyguard. So even though I had not been a dog person previously, it was the next best option. So we went out to vendors in North America seeking a dog that could be both my best friend as well as my protector. And so that is where the idea for the business came about in its very beginning stages.
It's like almost like a dance with the dog to try to bring out the most out of them. So everything we do is very purposeful and specific for a reason.
Families are investing in this asset as a deterrence first and foremost, but also to have the capabilities if, God forbid, that was ever necessary. In 20 years of being in business, one dog has had to deploy to create distance, space, and time for his family to move to safety.
Good job, buddy.
So really, what are we training the dogs in? First and foremost, stability, obedience, socialization. We're looking to create dogs that are good citizens.
Nessie, seats. So seats is German for sit. Nessie, close.
So while we say it's not a pet, we have a higher level of expectation for our animals.
Back to your place. And they have in total, when they're done, probably about 20-ish commands that they perfect by the end of their 2-year training process.
We're hand delivering the dog to your home and providing 5 days of bespoke training. And within 45 days, we're coming back to them to do all of the protection scenarios. And then by contract, folks are obligated to see us once a year for the duration of the dog's life. So that's going to be minimum 10 years of working service with that family.
It says she provides additional training upon request with prices ranging from $200 to $1,800. Nigga, $175 ain't coming with this shit. $175K. That motherfucker, but this whole goddamn is getting to paper.
Today, in 2025, the business is profitable. So in a 20-year history, in 2025, the business is profitable. So in a 20-year history, it's a little crazy to acknowledge that it wasn't until 2017 that Svalin was a profitable entity. The beauty for us as a business is that post-COVID, ultra-wealthy individuals, they're coming to our state, to our town, once, maybe twice, 3 times a year. And so the market has come to us.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I do feel that the business health is the best it has been at year 20, and it took us the last 3 or 4 years to really find that correct balance in the marketplace to ensure for our canine owners that we will be here another 20 plus years. There are a lot of challenges in this business, and something that we've come back from the brink of is the amount of breeding dogs left in the world, really high caliber breeding dogs. It's a small, small number. We always need to bring new blood into our population, and finding really good quality blood is probably one of the biggest challenges of this business.
Gotta be that top of the top now.
Putting on a business hat, an entrepreneurial hat, was not something I had ever considered before. I loved the work that I was doing overseas. I left what I was trained for. I left what I anticipated would be my entire career trajectory. And I joined my then husband in his passion project in hopes that we could truly make an effective launch of our business. We were broke as a joke for a lot of years. So we were hanging on for dear life for a very long time.
She ain't broke no motherfucking
In 2013, we transitioned from Africa to Montana.
Girls in the motherland. Hey man,
When we were ascertaining how to manage the business post-divorce, I had an out for the first time in my professional life. It had felt like a heavy, heavy load to carry for a lot of years. And when I stripped back all of that heavy load, I think I realized that I actually really love what I do. And so when I realized that it was a blank slate and that it wasn't someone else's story anymore, it was my story, I got really excited, and excited like I haven't been excited about my career in a really long time. So it was scary as hell. It was a huge risk. And I felt like if ever there was a time to do this, I wanted to try it and see if we could make as big a name for ourselves as I thought we could. It ultimately became my passion project. It really has been an incredibly hard, but refreshing and beautiful journey these last couple of years. I feel like we have finally found our stride, and it just feels like there's a tremendous amount of synergy. I am loving the space that we are in for the short term, and not very much more needs to change. We need to enjoy it and continue to do it really well. If someone had ever told me that this is where this business would sit right now, in my wildest dreams, I don't think I would have believed it.
Damn, man. Shout out to her, bro. Like, $175 a dog. Then she's still doing training after you buy the motherfucker dog. I'm thinking 175. That shit for a lifetime with training. This motherfucker still charge almost up to 1,800. Man, damn, bro. Shout out to her, bro. But them dogs, that's hard though. Like having dogs that's actually, equipped and and trained, especially in certain situations and scenarios. Like it's good to have dogs like that, especially if you could afford things like that and you living on a certain type of level. Like, hey, man, you got the palace, you gotta have the dogs in front. You know what I mean? But nah, I would definitely, have one of them, one or two of them motherfuckers. Definitely have about 2, 3 of them. But damn, she talking about 175. Them bitches, damn. But it's nice though, man. Shout out to her though, man. I like to see shit like that. And you see, she wasn't even into shit like that. She wasn't into dogs. She wasn't into the entrepreneur stuff. So, that's what it's about sometimes. It's taking leaps of faith sometimes. You never know, So don't never be scared, man. Sometimes you gotta take risks and, get into stuff. And then, look, she end up being her dream job. So, shout out to her. And y'all already know, man. A little entrepreneurship for y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Shout out to them I.F.Os, man. Invest to yourself, man. You already know. Out, out, out.